So we're at Mantova for the 2021 CRF450RW launch, and Honda have come out with a new model. Everything basically has been changed, been moved on. Honda's main focus, they really wanted for the rider to be able to do consistent lap times. The full focus is to make you comfortable out on track and just be able to click off those lap times and really be consistently fast for the duration of a race or a practice session. Their main focus was the frame, so the frame feels a lot slimmer. It's, like I said, it's new, so you've got new revised suspension. The front forks, they're 5mm longer. Also as well, it's got a different setting in there. The triple clamps, they're also different as well, so there's more flex there. The frame sides as well, there's material being taken out of the sides, so there's more lateral flex, and I think it's like there's 20% more lateral flex, so the bike really does move now as well, and allows you to feel that. So when you're coming into the turns, and it just really lets you have a planted feel and really work the turn. The swinging arm as well, the swinging arm's new, and that's different, so they've managed to shave off a bit of weight there. The airbox, if we're moving on to the power department, what they've done there is they've really concentrated on mappings that are available to you. You've got a wide range of selection of maps. Personally myself, I tried one, I liked one. I tried two, I even liked two, because two allowed me really to get, it's a smoother one, it's a slower one. They kind of laughed at me when I said that I quite liked it, because what two allowed me to do was really be aggressive on the bike and really, just crack the throttle on more, so I could really then work the turn a lot more. For me personally, second gear feels a lot more wider. Third gear is usable as well, but you can really feel the power difference on the bike when you're going down the straight and when you're coming through the turn. Also as well, hydraulic clutch. Massive fan of the hydraulic clutch. Yeah, that's long overdue, but it's just really a work of art, this bike. When you look at it, everything has really been thought out. So the verdict is, after riding the bikes all day at Mantova, the development team definitely achieved their goal, and that is to create a bike that goes from gate to flag and gives a rider consistent laps. As a rider, you want to be able to be consistent out on track. That's key to being able to go fast, obviously, in a moto. And the new 450 manages you to focus on lines and to focus on the track a lot more than the previous model I found. I mean, for me personally, I really did find that the bike was pinpoint accurate. I had to make some adjustments to the bike, but I'll touch on that a little bit later. But first of all, like I mentioned earlier, is that the bike in itself is, that they've really homed in on the feel of the bike and how it feels by giving it lateral flex of 20%. So when you do come into the turns, it really is planted and you can drive out. In the engine department, what they went for is a bike that had more torque, more drive. So that's what they felt that they lacked previously, and that was the area that they worked on for 21, and that's been achieved. When you put a hydraulic clutch on and you start dropping weight by 2 kilograms and the bike now is 105 kilograms, it's all these little things that are all adding up. Now for me, the hydraulic clutch, yeah, it's a good thing and it's a good feel, but the main thing for me was that extra friction plate. That tells me that beefing up that clutch, but basically because of the extra power that the bike's got down below, it was important to making the engine more durable. The negatives for me personally was the suspension. In standard form, I didn't really gel with it. I didn't really gel with the feel. So I worked on the clickers and worked on the high-speed rebound, just to basically get a consistent feel all the way through the stroke. So what I did there was I stiffened up the compression, I opened up the rebound, I slowed up the high speed, and I just allowed the back end just to sit up a little bit higher, because I just felt that it was squatting just a little bit too much when I was coming into the faces of the jumps, and it was just collapsing just that little bit too much. As soon as I did that, I was really comfortable on the bike, and after that I just started playing with the mapping settings, which you can really feel the difference all throughout. For me personally, I can see the advantages between 1, 2 and 3, and when I say that, I mean, like, 1 the standard setting is good, and it's a good setting all round. Map 2 is a smooth setting, but it allows you to push on the bike hard. And then when you go 3, which is aggressive setting, what that does is, depending on you are as a rider, how you can adapt, and how you feel the engine, and how you feel you can get the most from the motor. For me, at that point, I felt that I could run 3rd gear a lot more through all the turns, and that was just down to obviously the engine having a little bit more of a hit. So then you just bring the gearbox into play, and you start working the motor to the track. And I really found that my laps were getting better by just playing with the settings, just trying the different settings. Also as well, the traction control, you can really feel the different modes in there, like 1, 2 and 3, so to the point where it actually restricts the engine massively on 3. And the advantages of that is that not everybody is that that pro rider, and they do want the new 450, and they might feel that it's a little bit too much, but believe me, you can really tame the beast and cap the horsepower that the bike is producing by a switch of a button, or a press of a button, should I say. So to round off the 2021 CRF450RW, there's been a lot of hype surrounding this bike, and in all honesty, it deserves the hype, because it's a perfect all-round package, and it's going to be a bike that is basically going to meet the needs for most riders. So no matter what level, whether you're a pro, whether you're novice, you've got the options there to cater the bike to you. They're coming into the UK at just short of £8,300. I think they're 8,299, and that's a lot of bike for that money. It's definitely a standout bike in 2021, and it needs the recognition really it deserves. And for me, it gets a massive thumbs up.